Like a nuclear meltdown?
Yeah.
Jeez.
They are pretty cool.
They're cool. I mean, and
They only destroyed the Earth for about a few thousand
Yeah, but only
years.
in that location.
Yeah, Fukushima's okay now.
No, it's not.
yeah, they're doing great. They're doing great. All the trees are really thriving.
They have to have robots working in that area.
That's Chernobyl.
No.
Did you know that Chernobyl still functions as a nuclear power plant? That only one of the facilities actually melted down? And did you also know that people still actually work there?
Yeah, it's Russia. Nothing surprises me.
I don't know if I buy that one.
Check it out.
Gather round, ye lads and lasses, set ye for a while, and hearken to me mournful tale about the Emerald Isle. Let's all raise our glasses high to friends and family gone, and lift our voices in another Irish drinking song. Consumption took me mother and me father got the pox. Me brother drank the whiskey till he wound up in a box. Me other brother in the troubles met with his demise. Me sister has forever closed her smiling Irish eyes.
Now everybody's died, so until our tears are dried, we'll drink and drink and drink and drink, and then we'll drink some more. We'll dance and sing and fight until the early morning light. Then we'll throw up, pass out, wake up, and then go drinking once again.
Hey, welcome to the Death Pool Podcast. Back again. Jason, Braden, Alec Geyser, since we're not using full names. And of course, John, missing Zach today, but we've got the sunglasses.
We've got an admirable stand-in, though.
We've got the sunglasses on a candlestick.
Terrible stand-in.
Just getting right down to it. Had a pretty lost a legend this week. Lost a legend, Pat Summitt.
Pat Summitt was one of my favorite picks of my team. That and Steve Gleason, but
they're making a movie about Steve.
Yeah,
so
dementia is a great pick.
It's
right.
Okay. I mean, I never thought about it that way personally.
Me neither. I feel like with dementia, you're gonna you're gonna function terribly, but you're gonna live for a while still.
Well, and you have like a nurse that's there with you, or that's checking on you and shit.
I mean,
I guess I can look this up, but who cares? The average age after being diagnosed with dementia, the life expectancy after diagnosis, I bet it's 5 years.
Probably because the average age is 80.
Yeah.
Early onset, which she had.
I mean, what's considered early onset for dementia?
I don't know.
Well, she was 50 something, right?
She was 64.
But when she was diagnosed,
I feel like she wasn't diagnosed until 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, that put her at 60, 59.
So early onset Alzheimer's has been known to develop between the ages of 30 and 40. Holy fuck.
Dude, we're right in that wheelhouse. Holy shit.
Although only 5%.
I'll probably forget about it tomorrow.
Well, happy birthday to Kaiser and welcome to the early onset dementia club.
Of all the people who have Alzheimer's disease, about 5% develop symptoms before the age of 65. So it's not likely, but it's possible.
Yeah.
That's not
Wouldn't
bad.
that fucking suck?
I've heard worse odds in my life.
What's the movie with Samuel L. Jackson and there's sharks that attack everyone?
Oh, Deep Blue Sea.
The Deep Blue Sea.
The shittiest CGI sharks ever.
It's really bad.
Isn't the plot of that movie that they're trying to find the cure for Alzheimer's?
Yep, but instead they made super intelligent sharks.
God, it's really a toss-up between that and Sphere, which was my favorite Sam Jackson movie.
I fucking love Sphere. I love that movie. I saw it in the theater.
You saw a Sphere.
So does that article say how Pat Summitt died? Because you don't die from Alzheimer's. You die from mixing up your cat food and your real food or something. Or screwing up your pills.
Let's see here.
Do I?
Just died of dementia.
Yeah, she
Leave it
just
at that.
fucking died.
Her brain forgot to start working again. she's dead. I don't know what she died of. Living legend. Well, dead legend, but
Well, at least her son is keeping her legacy alive.
That's true.
A beautiful extension of Pat Summitt's spirit.
Tyler Summitt's the hell of a guy. The hell of a guy. Meanwhile, that other team rapist Arietta's got no competition left. He's just going to clean up in that college basketball world.
We'll do a correction here. Ariema.
Oh, Ariema.
Arrieta is the great pitcher for the Chicago Cubs.
Also a rapist.
I can't say he's not. I say guilty till proven innocent.
America. Or at least American news.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she dead. I got points out of it. I am now in the lead at, I believe, 36 points to Geyser's 27 with his Muhammad Ali death. And John
coming up in third place with a hot 4 points. Thanks, Alan. Really took care of business for me. I'm telling you, I got Carol Channing. I got those fingers crossed.
There's a lot of points to be had still. We're only, 4 months in?
A lot of possibility.
Yep. Third of the way.
Redraft coming up here a couple months away. I'm pretty excited about that.
Ad drop day.
And now it's 2. We get to do 2 ad drops.
No, you can do as many ad drops as you want, I think. But, you would be pretty stupid to do. I mean...
Yeah, we've already kind of picked the
pick of the litter.
But no one's got Lil Wayne.
No one has Lil Wayne. No one has Craig Sager.
Or Roy of Siegfried and Roy.
Correct. So
is he still in trouble?
There's still some points out there.
I mean, how much trouble do you get into when you're just bedridden and...
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess I never heard how that.
I don't think you're ever not in trouble after getting mauled by a tiger.
I don't know. I never.
Life's kind of a bitch after that.
Yeah.
I mean, they were really rolling the dice for years.
That's true. They had it coming. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, how many rare, endangered species animals can you bring to Vegas before things just don't go your way?
A Komodo dragon would be impressive.
They still to this day defend the tiger, though. They say that the tiger wasn't wrong; it was him.
Didn't they murder the tiger? Or didn't they end up killing the tiger?
Not because of that. The tiger died of old age. Wow. Manticore.
They didn't put it down?
No. Because it wasn't the tiger's fault.
That's definitely the tiger's fault.
Don't stick your head in a tiger's
And yet
mouth.
Harambe dies. I don't think we're discussing Harambe enough on this podcast.
Is that the gorilla?
Yes. Is that the gorilla? Come on.
Fucking zoo parents.
Rest in peace, Harambe.
His crocodile buddy made up for it.
How pissed would you be if you were the dad and you just really didn't want to bring your kid home that day? You're like, oh, this will look like a perfect accident.
I like that Disney World's like, oh, it's the first time it's happened. I'm like, no, it's the first time you've admitted that it happened.
Oh, no, we're talking about the alligator now.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be fucked.
Here's the deal. Like, how many wives or husbands, it's like when cruise ships go, like, oh, it's the first time we've ever lost anybody on a cruise ship. Like, no, it's the first time that a husband or wife has actually come to you and said, my husband fell overboard. It's the same deal. Like, I'm sure there's been plenty of alligator,
attacks in Disney World? I don't think there have been, man.
Man, I don't see how there couldn't be.
So you want to get rid of your kid. You're like, hey, son, go swim in that lake. It's awesome.
Well, I mean, I think the number one rule for freshwater swimming in anywhere south of Georgia is just fucking don't, right? Like, you don't go in fresh water in Florida.
It's actually a pretty good call.
Yeah, like...
People from Florida say all the time, like, every day we hear about a dog that goes missing. It's just the dog wandered too close.
If it's not the alligators, it's the brain-eating amoebas.
Ooh,
those things get you quick.
That's a good way to go.
You think that's what you have, Aria? Did you go swimming recently in warm water?
No.
Those nosebleeds are really getting out of control.
I did take a dip in a drainage ditch earlier. That could have been it.
Yeah.
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 Little storm runoff never hurt anybody.
Oh. All right.
Who else do we have this week?
There were a lot of deaths this week, or in the past 2 weeks since our last pod. I would say most notably Anton Yelchin, young actor, Was he 26 or so?
Those kids with their fast cars, they just get in accidents all the time. It's like Paul Walker.
Regular Paul Walker. He was just asking for it. He rolled the dice one too many times.
Now, was there drinking involved in that?
There had to be. There had to be.
They're actually saying that it wasn't drinking related.
And it was like a fault in the car. Like,
You mean no? It was
shitty,
No,
yeah.
it was a human error. He didn't put it in park and got out of his car.
But it's inspiring a recall by Chrysler
because it's
of the
hard to figure
transmission.
out how to
Right.
put it into park. No, don't be a retard. Put it into park.
Well, there's that.
Russian Jew.
Okay.
Well, there's that.
I mean, that really has to be like a Darwin Award for a celebrity, the way he went.
Yeah.
Basically running himself over.
Yeah, that's not good.
Wait a second. Was it a run over? He got pinned, right?
Well, he got pinned.
Yeah, he like parked in his driveway, went out to get his mail, and the car pinned him against like a retaining wall.
What an awful, awful
Yeah.
way to go. I mean, the brain-eating amoeba, that's, there you got something, but to sit there and like be alive with a car smashed your innards in and you can feel it,
Yep.
and you just know the second that car gets moved, life's over with.
I don't know if it was like that. I think he was dead when they got there.
They
They weren't
said
like.
he probably died relatively quick. It would still be a shitty way to
They
die.
probably like
Relatively.
crushed all the air out of his
He
lungs.
was
and-
asphyxiated.
Yep. So,
Oh.
Blunt traumatic asphyxia.
do you think it was? You think he was trying to get off? A little
Yeah, like-
autoerotic.
Auto.
Asphyxiation.
I honestly can't wait for. We're doing an emergency podcast whenever there's the next celebrity autoerotic asphyxiation death. We're doing it that minute. I don't care if it's in the.
We're going live with that.
I don't
one.
care if I'm at 2 a.m. in bed looking at Twitter and find this. I'm getting you all on the horn, and we're doing a podcast.
What are the chances at 2 a.m. any of us are sober enough to get here?
Not great. No, this is weekdays.
Uber is a great.
Anytime.
Uber is a great fucking institution, man. We can make
True.
it
No, I'm recently
They're
getting
sponsored.
into
I
Lyft.
believe there's no.
Yeah,
with those
trying it.
girly mustaches.
It seems all right to me.
It's really hard to feminize mustaches. But they managed to do it.
Well, like so they do that for like quote unquote safety so that like people can identify what a Lyft driver is. But if you're a serial killer, you just get a fucking mustache, put it on the front of your car, and go pick up some lonely 18-year-old who's trying to find their Lyft. Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
This has been Serial Killer Tips by Alec Geiser.
All right. So Yelchin,
Pro
any
tip.
thoughts? I know he was in one of your favorite movies, Braden.
Ooh, yeah, Alpha Dog.
Alpha
With my
Dog.
boy Justin Timberlake.
JT.
It's a
I
very
enjoyed
good
that movie. Yeah.
Also
Overlooked.
Has Ben Foster, and Emil Hirsch, right?
Yes.
Do you think they're gonna-
Olivia Wilde? Amanda Seyfried? I don't know.
Do you think they're gonna dedicate the new Star Trek to him?
Ooh, probably. They might have like a note in there, like a
Like dedicated to the
for
memory.
Anton or
Yeah.
something.
I think I'm watching this tonight.
Alpha Dog.
Yeah.
It's a good flick.
Bruce Willis and Sharon Stone were in it as well.
Really?
Is that one of the movies where Bruce Willis takes the Excedrin with a beer? It's like every Bruce Willis movie.
I think were they the parents of Anton?
They must be crushed.
Okay. Motherfuckers. Okay. Well, let's raise a glass.
Guy just got some good. His pun game
Really,
is strong
it
today.
was. Pun game strong. Here's to you, boys. Zach, here's to you. Kind of quiet today. We like it.
Who else does?
He is better seen than heard.
Was he in
an
anything
handsome
else
man.
besides Alpha Dog and Star Trek?
There was that first thing I saw him in was Charlie Bartlett with Iron Man. What's that fella's name?
Robert Downey Jr.
RDJ. That's what I call him. Yeah, RDJ. It was all right. It's okay, I guess. Well, he's gone. Next up, another death. Buddy Ryan from the world of the NFL.
Oh.
He's been called, I don't know, I guess a defensive visionary.
I don't see it.
He couldn't defend his life that well.
That's, everyone's got that hard on for the '85 Bears.
Yeah.
and I.
They do have the greatest music video ever.
That's true.
The shuffle.
I'll give them.
And what's his face from the Four Horsemen and the WCW was from the '85 Bears. You know what I'm talking about? There was a guy.
Ric Flair?
No, it was one of the other guys who was a former Bear D-end or something.
It'd be so great if Ric Flair were in the '85
I don't
Bears.
think they had any.
Yeah, there was a guy. He had like longish hair.
Who all was in the Four Horsemen? I can't even think of any
Oh
of them.
hell, dude!
Eddie.
Chris Benoit wasn't he? in
Yeah,
the
he
Four Horsemen?
was.
Yeah, man. Did we ever figure out how he's doing?
Ric Flair is another one that no one picked that should have been picked. He's got like congestive heart failure or
No,
something.
you still see him making a lot of appearances
Yeah,
these
and
days.
he's not really wrestling, but I mean, he doesn't look terrible. I guess. I mean, he never.
Not
looked
Scott
great.
Hall terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That guy.
Doesn't Ric Flair have some Minnesota
I
ties?
think so. He started here, I think.
Well, like a lot of the
Yeah,
old school
yeah.
guys started, like Vern Gagne and the ACW or whatever it was. But he's from like South Carolina. He's a
Ric Flair?
he's a South Carolina boy, born and raised.
Born in Memphis, Tennessee. but
Whatever.
close.
So Buddy Ryan, obviously, father of the two idiot
See,
Ryans.
that's how I know them.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Oh, he's Rex and
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Buddy. No,
Rob.
Rob.
Rex and Rob.
I didn't know Rob Ryan and Rex Ryan were brothers.
Have you seen them?
Not in the same place,
Are
not
they
next to each
identical
other.
twins?
They're pretty goddamn close.
I'm pretty sure that Rob Ryan is actually just the dude from The Big Lebowski. Like I'm pretty. You look at him and he's a fucking walking mess.
Apparently,
Put on a fucking real pair of clothing every once in a while. Like I know that you're a football coordinator, but Jesus Christ, I know you've got more than sweatpants in your wardrobe. He's a slop motherfucker.
We're talking about Rob.
That's Rob, right?
Yeah.
Rex is cleaning himself
Rob.
up.
I love Rob though.
Yeah?
Because he's the type of guy who goes to the dingiest bar in the area, buys around for the whole bar, and then just gets fucking tanked. And everyone leaves him alone because that's just who he is.
you know him well, do you?
Yeah, he does it a lot.
Really?
Like he's talked about it. He loves like dive bars and
Well, now
real cheap beer.
the two of them are coaching together, right?
Yes.
In Buffalo.
God, is that
They're gonna tear
Boy.
through some
I
wings
don't
in
know.
that town.
Watch your feet, ladies of Buffalo.
Yeah.
when Buffalo won that last game? I heard that the Steelers sent over a bunch of Primanti Brothers stuffed sandwiches, with the fries and the coleslaw and shit in there. They said they sent it was 5,000 sandwiches to the Buffalo Bills, and then the next day Rex hired Rob to be his defensive coordinator, and I was like, he's just coming over to eat those sandwiches. It's got nothing to do with it. It's like, hey, I got 5,000 sandwiches. The guys all had 2. You need to come help me out with the other 4,000.
He's getting paid in Primanti Brothers sandwiches for the season.
Say no more.
Yeah, Buddy Ryan, there's a hell of a guy.
Pour one off to him, I suppose.
His death was really overshadowed by Pat Summitt.
Yeah.
Same day, right?
Same day.
Yeah, I think it was.
Same 24 hours.
I mean, he was really struggling.
Yeah, from what I heard, he's been in bad shape for quite a while. His first job was as defensive coordinator in 1976 with the Minnesota Vikings. under Bud Graham.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
what the fuck? You couldn't install that 1985 defense into the 1976 Vikings?
Oh, it was too late by that point, man. Too late.
We
Vikings were all downhill from that point on. That was done.
Because the 76 Vikings didn't have William the Refrigerator Perry.
That's true, and it also kind of sounds like a segue.
Well, we got one more death.
We do.
We'll put a pin in it. Yeah, that's what they said. Fucking work. Put a pin in that one. We'll come back to it.
Tack her up.
All right, so Buddy Ryan dead. Good riddance. Breaking news from yesterday. Elie Wiesel.
It's called news.
Yeah, it's good. We just call that news. This isn't CNN. You don't get to throw breaking news up for shit that happened a week ago.
They fucking did that for the Orlando... Brexit. They did it at 24 hours after Brexit vote had passed. They went with the breaking news sounder. All right,
so where are we going here?
Breaking news.
It's been a rough 24 hours, boys and girls.
So we are recording this on a Sunday. This is July 3rd. July 2nd, Elie Wiesel, author of Night, passed away at the age of 87. No one had him in the league, but still a fairly significant death. It's one of the few books I've read. So I'm kind of taking this one hard.
I mean, his novel about the Holocaust?
Yeah, the historical fiction book he wrote.
I was curious. I didn't look up his net worth. Does anyone here have a guess at how much he profited off the death of his people?
I'm going to go 22 million.
The anti-German propaganda hate book?
What do you got there? You got 22 million?
I don't know. I'd say 5.
Bread?
It is 5.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
good at that.
Wow.
I'm really good at that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you, for a war profiteer, he's pretty shitty.
That's not that great.
Yeah,
Not very good.
For a war profiteer whose people are known to be good with money and compounding interest, it's pretty shitty.
We really needed Doob here today. Would have made it so much easier. We need the Jewish perspective. We need 1/8 of the perspective.
He won the Nobel Prize?
He did win the Nobel Peace Prize.
That's $1 million right there, and he still only has 5 at the end of the day.
Isn't it only like, wait a second, isn't it only like 800,000 or something?
I think it's $1 million if you win the Nobel Prize.
I think it is too.
That dynamite money.
So here's a question: will he be allowed to be buried in a Orthodox Jewish cemetery? He does have a tattoo.
Oh. I don't know, but I feel like it's either bury him in an Orthodox cemetery or you have to cremate him, and it seems like an awful shame for someone that made it out unscathed. I guess relatively.
Yeah, it's got to be awkward. An awkward
What do you do?
conversation.
Holy shit!
Have you guys ever seen the famous Holocaust?
Oh,
Yeah, that's him right there.
Picture?
That's him right
He's in
there.
Yeah, he is actually in this photo.
He's the guy on the bed right there.
They said 7th from the left on the second row of bunks.
Or at least it's the identity of the man who he claims to be now.
That's the worst Photoshop I've ever seen.
This was all done in a Hollywood studio, right?
It's up there with the moon landing. That shit's garbage.
And 9/11.
Hey man, jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. Just saying.
I agree.
And if the Earth weren't flat,
Exactly.
Oh, did you know in 2007 he was attacked in a San Francisco hotel by a 22-year-old Holocaust denier, but was not injured.
Wait, so he had a 22-year-old attacked a 70-year-old?
Yeah.
And the 70-year-old came out uninjured.
Yep.
What a pussy.
Do they have the name of the Holocaust denier?
Eric Hunt.
Really?
is it up on World Star? Can you see if the fight made it? I can only imagine. It's amazing.
The best fight I've seen was Buzz Aldrin knocking out the moon landing denier on TV. That's pretty sweet.
Did he knock him out?
Well, he punched him out. The guy started crying and saying he's going to sue him. He's going to sue the 70, 80-year-old man who just put him on his butt.
I'd do it. I'd sue him. Fuck, he's got money.
It's got all that fake moon landing money.
The hush money from the government.
What's your Buzz Aldrin net worth guess?
Ooh, this is good.
It's
9.
7.
Okay, no. It's got to be higher.
I think it might be higher, but
9 or 10.
10.
Oh, 500,000?
he is not
boo!
good with money.
What?
Fucking poor.
Do you think astronauts have like an unspoken rule that they don't seek
this
personal
says 10
profit off
million.
of having
Celebrity net worth is reporting 10 million.
Okay.
All right. But they do have, they have a lot of speaking opportunities.
Yeah.
Meet and greets, get in the gigolo game. There's, people like astronauts.
My dick's been to the moon, babe. Allegedly.
The richest guy is reporting 500,000. How do they get that sort of discrepancy?
Unless he recently filed for some sort of bankruptcy protection, I don't know how you can really know.
I'm assuming he didn't.
Those fucking seniors fall for those things every time.
He did get a divorce in 2013.
That'll do it.
That's a really old divorce.
Yeah, at that point you just ride it out.
He just wanted to smash young box.
Yeah.
Classic. Buzz.
Well, to be fair,
That is a buzz.
Here's a picture of his wife.
Oh, wow.
She's a little crazy on the surgery.
Yeah, that's a little over the top.
His ex-wife, I suppose.
Kind of looks like that hot gremlin in Gremlins 2.
Oh, the hot one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That'll be up on DeadpoolPodcast.com.
Hopefully.
What about these
fucking
Google hot
days?
gremlin?
Holy shit.
So famed fiction author Elie Wiesel.
Dead at 89.
Yeah.
84? 87.
87.
87. He will not be missed, certainly.
Wait, so he's only 87. That means that at the time of the Holocaust, he would have been a teenager.
Yep.
I'm wondering
Math
if all
doesn't add up.
Yeah.
Well, there's a nail in the coffin of that. Doesn't add up.
All right, so if there were any other deaths, we probably forgot them. We're not going to talk about them.
Yeah,
So that wraps
your loved
up
one
our
just doesn't matter. If
celebrity
they come
death
up on this.
update.
Yeah. I think that pretty much covers it. Braden's over there searching hot.
Oh
numbers.
yeah, the director for Deer Hunter.
Did you talk about Deer Hunter yet?
Oh, no, we didn't. What's his name now? Kyle, you know a little more about
I
this.
don't know how to pronounce it. Michael Camino?
Michael Camino.
Obviously a figurehead.
Dead at the age of...
Old.
This is breaking news.
Yeah, this is breaking. This happened right before the pod started.
Died at age 77,
77?
and that was yesterday.
It was yesterday?
Oh, Michael Cimino?
Yeah.
Well, he died yesterday, but the news came out today.
Yeah, I saw it today.
There must have been some bad smells in that apartment.
Oh, man. It would have been great if he directed Born on 4th of July and died tomorrow.
Yeah, too bad he didn't do either of those.
No, he didn't. He directed Heaven's Gate as well. Epic Western. Never heard of it.
Is Heaven's Gate about the cult?
No,
Nope.
I wish. There needs to be more cult movies.
Do you know the Heaven's Gate website is still maintained?
Yeah. There were 2 survivors who were just... They survived just to carry on the message. I think they drew.
It would have been great convincing them. Oh yeah, no, you guys, don't worry. I'll take care of the website. You guys I'll make the sacrifice. Just put all the bank accounts in my name so I can pay for the maintenance of the.
That comment.
That's one time where you want to draw the short straw.
Yeah.
Wikipedia is full of information. It's Cimino. CH, apparently.
Is that a WAP name?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
that's
Okay. 3rd generation Italian American. Grew up in Long Island. Fucking don't they all?
I think it's pronounced Long Island. Long Island.
Oh, Long Island.
Yeah.
Got ya.
Ooh, Heaven's Gate. He won a Razzie for.
Oh, so
So award-winning director Michael Cimino of Heaven's Gate fame. He also did some other schlock called
Bullshit
The
period
Deer Hunter
pieces.
or something like that. Now he's dead. He's dead.
5 Oscars, though, for Deer Hunter.
5 Oscars and 1 Razzie.
did he win any Oscars? Oh, he did get a Best Director.
If you've got a 5-to-1 Oscar to Razzie ratio, that's pretty good. That's a
didn't-
pretty good career.
To be fair, it was for one movie, though.
That's fair, but still.
Yeah, Best Director
Impressive.
and Best Picture. That's
All right, let's
not bad.
let's pour one out to Michael Cimino.
I guess.
yeah. This really did.
I've seen one of those movies you guys mentioned, and apparently it was the only award winner.
Diddy Mao.
Diddy Mao, that's right. Well, boys, I got to tell you, all that cult talk really got me jazzed up. Let's join.
But,
Heaven's
well,
Gate.
we are in a Mike Zimmer cult.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah, we
That's
have-
right, Tontine. We had Death Pact.
We have a
Yep.
suicide pact. If Mike Zimmer dies, we all have to off ourselves.
I'll go last.
Should we do that? We're doing that live on the podcast, right?
Correct. Kyle, you'll have to stick around, obviously, to make sure it all gets aired.
Maintain the DeadpoolPodcast.com website.
Yeah. Pay for the server. Do it, all of that. It'll be very popular after we're dead.
We'll have a cult following.
And I'll stick around, too, just to make sure Kyle takes everything, into consideration, gets it all under control. But I'll help you guys out.
All right.
Did I just offer to murder you all? I'm sorry, I don't really know what I was thinking.
It'll be like going into a warm bath. It's fine.
Slipping into a peaceful slumber forever.
I won't start masturbating until after you're dead, so don't worry about that.
Bob Crane style.
Speaking of throwback to a... John, can you grab me one? So speaking of Bob Crane, a throwback to our last episode, it's time for some corrections to correct some of the mistakes that we made on last week's podcast.
Oh, yeah.
At the Deadpool podcast, we take ourselves seriously.
Hey, you know what? We're not afraid to go there and admit
we have real journalistic integrity.
Yeah,
might be
accuracy
wrong.
counts. Accuracy is important.
Correction number 1, I believe in the last episode we stated that Anne Marie was dead. We thought that was the name of the woman who was an actress in Dick Van Dyke.
Yep.
Played some sort of secretary sorts.
It was Rob Van Dyke's smash piece.
Yeah.
His office smash piece.
She smoked a lot, too. So apparently she's not dead. It's also, her name is not Anne Marie. It's Rosemary.
We got a Marie mix up.
One of the first actresses, I believe, to go by her first name and just be known by her first name.
So what happened? Was it falsely reported that she was dead?
I didn't see that report.
I think we
I just took your word for it.
No, we just went full retard and fucked it up.
I don't know. Her Wikipedia doesn't say she died.
Well, old people aren't very good with
Googled
computers.
Anne
So.
Marie.
That's the issue.
Yeah.
All right. No, she's alive, I guess. She's like 94, so there's no way she's doing well.
Yeah, so somebody
Mentally.
out there, you're going to have to take that 6 points away and pack them up for a later
For
day.
those of you depending on us for your celebrity death news.
That's a big mistake, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That's a horrible mistake.
Anne Morgan Gilbert.
Now, who is that?
That's the person who died? Yeah.
Well, what was she in?
The Dick Van Dyke Show.
What did she play? Is that Millie?
Didn't we have this conversation already?
Yeah, it was Millie. Okay, yeah, she was the neighbor.
The nosy neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So we've got that cleared up after a 2-week layoff.
So we've offered corrections, but we were correct, right?
Yep.
Well, we were not correct. We thought it was the other one.
Were there 2 of them?
Well,
Yeah, there's 2 women on the show that are up there in age that should be dying soon. So she did die.
And Mary Tyler Moore.
So 3 women. Are there any other women in that show? They're all probably up for death if they aren't already passed.
Up for death.
Oh, she was also in Grumpier Old Men. Great flick.
I'm sorry. I don't recall it being that.
I think we're obligated to say any movie set in Minnesota is a good flick.
Yeah, well, we all know Mighty Ducks through D3 was amazing, so that's good.
you don't like grumpy or grumpier old men, man?
I like Grumpy Old Men.
You don't like grumpier old men?
Grumpier Old Men was the one.
It's one where
the chick
Burgess
moves to town,
With
right?
Sophia Loren and the Italian.
She's fucking smoking. In
Anne Marie or Anne Margaret. I think she's still the better looking of the 2.
Yeah.
Great looking.
And
How is she
it's
doing,
when Burgess Meredith dies, too. That's the one.
Burgess Meredith, that was a good role for her.
Yeah.
He was funny.
She was in Sour Grapes.
It's no Penguin, but it's
Sour
pretty good.
Grapes, the only Larry David directed movie.
Okay.
Written and directed by Larry David. Did not get good reviews.
Are you trying to say Burgess Meredith played the Penguin on the original Batman
Yes,
TV
he did.
show?
He did.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And
No, he
Burgess
didn't.
Meredith was no Caesar Romero.
He played the Joker.
Okay.
Wasn't it the Riddler?
The Riddler. No, it was a Joker. He was right. It was a Joker. Cool. So, corrections
correction
and
number
omissions.
1. Correction number 2. We mistakenly drug the peerless name of Danny Kaye through the mud by suggesting that he paid prostitutes to shit
on a glass table as he laid underneath it.
That was a mistake on our part. Apologies to Danny Kaye. It was actually Danny Thomas. So,
look at this motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Danny Thomas, who the hell was he?
He was a music producer or something. Doesn't matter. He was a freak.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's Tamborelli. You got your Danny T's mixed up now.
Although I can't say for sure Tamborelli doesn't enjoy this particular... I'd call it art.
You can't rule it out.
Well, gingers are disgusting, so it happens. It's not unexpected.
That was correction number 2. Sorry, Danny Kaye.
Perfect. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted down here.
Yeah,
Kyle Tam's got something going on.
Kyle has a live picture from Nobel laureate Elie Wiesel's funeral, and he's being buried in a
box crate.
Like a pine
An
box.
ammo supply?
Yeah, like just a crate.
Cargo?
Instead
The
of
Jews do
airdrop?
that. They do it. They do that.
What are you?
Oh.
Like they do like regular pine boxes.
Really?
Yeah. Who wants to spend the money on God?
We're going to jump on over to Jason. He's going to give us our celebrity health news update.
So just one topic today. We've had a pretty busy pod thus far and have a lot of pod to go. William the Refrigerator Perry, the 450-pound giant of a human man, former pro football player, Chicago Bear, 1985 Bear
Sometime
team.
boxer.
Oh, celebrity boxer. That's right. Who'd he fight?
Was it Rodman? No.
Who fought Jose Canseco?
Tanya Harding?
Danny Bonaducci? Did he fight someone too?
Yeah, I feel like they were all in that Fox celebrity boxing show.
We need to know.
That show needs to come back.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, it was so popular the first time around.
I would watch it.
That's a throwback to our conversation about
All right, so
best shows on Fox.
it is a throwback in the late 90s or early 2000s.
Oh, the critic was the best. I mean, just
No.
Like the reality show or
when
like
animals attack.
real police chases.
Yeah, world's wildest police chases. Yeah, that was a great one.
My favorite one was Man versus Nature or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
they had like people racing animals.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
They had Kobayashi versus a Kodiak grizzly bear in a hot dog eating contest. And the grizzly bear just stomps him.
That would have been a hell of a celebrity death. Kobayashi via bear.
Does that qualify as a natural or unnatural death?
Oh, I say natural.
Yeah, me too.
That's natural.
That is nature.
That's as natural as it gets.
Definitionally nature.
We did ignore the professional eaters as potential candidates
That is
for
true.
death
Outside
pooling.
the box kind of characters, I'd say.
Yeah.
Sepsis will get you quick if you don't catch it.
Hell of a thing. Cholesterol, too.
Yeah. Sepsis.
Well, if your stomach rips even a little, you're in big trouble.
Gotcha.
So the fridge.
Anyway, the fridge. The cartoonish football folk hero whose girth and gridiron greatness earned him a heavyweight nickname has fallen on hard times. According to a new report, the Chicago Bears alum, after eating and drinking his way into an alcoholic diabetic stupor, is now broke and barely able to walk. In a profile by Sports Illustrated, it is said that he has...
Oh, God.
He holds court in a Hummer, the SUV. I don't know what hold court means in this sense. That reeks of urine because he sometimes can't control his bladder, sometimes doesn't care.
That sounds... I mean, I don't know anyone at the table that has that happen.
During his playing days, he was low to mid 300s pounds range.
What's he ballooned up to now?
He's now up to 450 at the still relatively young age of 53, but for a gigantic oaf of a man, ex-football player, that's a decent life expectancy, I think.
Yeah, he had a good run.
I'm thinking that's pretty close to the end.
Is he missing any limbs?
I don't think so, but I believe he cannot feel his legs.
Okay, so not yet.
I was curious if he was missing a leg.
No, he's absolutely.
I mean, that's the equivalent of like 600 then, right?
If you need to cut some lbs, that's the quickest way to do it.
How much do you think a leg weighs? It's got to be 40 pounds. If you cut off your leg, it'd be 40 pounds.
At the hip?
Yeah, it'll say, at the hip.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, interesting.
Fucking Perry. Goddamn. This guy suffers from Guillain-Barré syndrome, an autoimmune disorder.
This is that shit from House. It's always on House.
Yeah, it's always on House. He will not wear his compression socks or orthopedic shoes and avoids physical therapy.
Lazy fucker.
Shocked to say, his finances have been sacked as well.
Sacked.
This is fucking great writing. This is the New York Daily News.
Are we a British podcast for saying sacked now?
They're pretty goddamn good. Well, sacked is also a sports NFL term.
Ooh.
American football.
Oh, that's such a bad pun.
Agreed.
It is bad. It's the New York Daily News. See, I don't think his career earnings could have been that much, right?
No.
Bro, I mean,
He
like
was just-
back.
Ball player in the 80s.
He only
But
played
also,
for
he
like
was just
4 or
kind of a
5
novelty,
years.
wasn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah, he wasn't even like their starting. I don't think he was on the starting O line. He just like every once in a while ran the ball because
Yeah,
he like
right.
and then did great Super Bowl shuffles.
Well, they'd throw him in there they'd throw him in at tight end every once in a while too, and just no one expected it from him.
He also sold his Super Bowl ring, Super Bowl 1985 championship ring, for $200,000. He went and used that to pay off his debts.
Did they put names on the Super Bowl
I think so.
rings?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
I don't know if they did back then though, but they do now.
Yeah, the only problem is it wouldn't fit your hand.
Oh no, it's a size 25, which I'm guessing is about a bratwurst at least.
Some big sausage.
Yeah, I don't know anything about ring sizes though, so
Ring size 25.
That's pretty fucking big.
you can wear it as a cock ring.
Can you imagine how impressed
It's a nice
any woman
cock
would
jewelry.
Yeah.
be? You'd get any woman in Chicago with that thing on.
Oh yeah.
I'm just looking at
I mean,
ring
so
size 25.
apparently cock rings are like incredibly dangerous.
Because
Like,
can't they get stuck?
yeah, and then like the whole
And
point
it
is
just
like,
keeps the blood in
yeah,
there.
the whole point is that you can't it keeps you up, right?
Yeah.
So if it gets stuck on there, you're not gonna not be hard, and it's gonna stay there until
Well,
your dick dies.
They recommend
I
that
feel like
you
John
don't.
might have some.
They recommend that you don't use the metal ones
Yeah.
ever.
Those seem like a bad idea.
What they want you to do is get basically it looks like a bolo tie. It's like a drawstring cock ring. Oh, we should start a company, drawstring cock rings.
maybe cock ring pod. I don't know.
So is that like a rope or something that you tie around?
Yeah, it's like a
it,
rope with a
basically?
little bead, right? So like it just looks like a little fucking like your dick's in an old western.
A Southern gentleman.
Yeah, like, put a little white. You can dye your pubes white. It's a beautiful thing.
Can't they
Beautiful
design
thing.
one that's like a
Call it the
handcuff
Colonel?
or something?
Yeah, that's just click it just a
Yeah,
little
something that
too
you hit a
far.
button that
Oh.
can undo it.
Just kind of pops it off.
Yeah.
Releases the pressure.
Well, and I think that
Kind of like a what do they call it? The blood pressure thing?
cuff thing, the gauge, the
Oh, that's a
tester.
really weird name.
Sphygmomanometer.
That's not real.
I believe that's correct.
I think you said smegma.
Sphygmomanometer. Look it up right now.
You're on the right track.
All right. I can't.
that can't be.
So
Sphygmomanometer.
Okay, so what does that say about a 25 size
Don't-
ring?
This is all very
It's bratwurst size.
Brat- yeah.
It's covered.
Cock ring sized.
Cock ring. It's
Oh, there it is. There's a picture of it. We'll put this up on the DeadpoolPodcast.com. So I take it that's a midget's hand?
I think it's a woman's hand.
It's a woman's hand. I don't know.
It looks like a woman's hand sitting in the ring, but not touching any of the sides of the ring.
It kind of looks like it's size of my finger, I would guess, and it's not even close. Not even close. It's got a good.
Yeah, why don't you give her an old estimate here?
Yeah, it's a big fucking ring.
It's so fucking hard to put it into words when you're not good at words.
Yeah.
Good thing you're on a podcast.
Yeah.
It's even tougher today.
Anyway, so the fridge is not doing well. He is living in a retirement home at age 53. Age 53 retirement home? You fucked up.
Sounds like the life.
I don't know. I'd say
It is nice. In one sense, it's nice to be retired at age 53.
Right.
Well, he's
In
been
another
retired
sense-
since like age 30, though. Like,
When they said holding court in there, I read something about how basically he drives to the park to hang out with his friends, but he drinks in the car. He drinks in the car while they're out doing stuff. And just follows along with them.
Just drives behind him.
Goes to the local playground, watches his adult friends play on the playground with children while drinking Colt 45s. Incredible.
well, he had a good run. I would say his life was probably pretty fucking awesome in the 80s and early 90s. That probably makes it all worth it when he looks back.
Here's a great quote. I'm my own man. It's simple. I ain't never trying to be famous. I never ever try to be extravaganza. That's a direct quote.
It's tough to be an
I
extravaganza.
never ever try to be extravaganza. I think he meant extravagant.
Yeah.
I'm just a plain old country boy.
And it's tough to do that when you piss yourself in your car.
And it's not incontinence. It's
I'm not standing up.
I don't care.
It's just laziness.
I'm not putting my compression socks on or my orthopedic
Get into
shoes.
some hot piss talk right now. That's the ultimate form of laziness, right?
Yeah.
Are you okay with pissing your pants?
Yeah. It's like it's one step removed from I don't want to walk down this flight of steps, so I'm gonna piss out my window.
I agree. I've yet to get to that point. It's not even a flight of stairs. It's just
You don't wanna
literally
leave
right
it.
next to
It's
my room.
across your bedroom. It's
Yeah,
across
right
from your
next to my
bedroom.
room. But I have my AC in now, so I don't do that as frequently.
So how often have you pissed into your AC unit accidentally?
That would be.
I got drunk in a hotel room once. I pissed in the corner. That was weird.
I've pissed in the elevator in a hotel because I couldn't get to my room in time.
You were sober?
No, it's really drunk.
And you also pissed in your freshman year college roommate's drawers, like
Allegedly.
And the tampon dispenser, or not dispenser.
That was not me.
Tampon disposal container in the bathroom.
That was
Oh,
not
the goodie
me.
box? That's wonderful.
Yeah,
That
the goodie
was-
box was filled with yellow liquid. The college maintenance team had to drill holes in the bottom of all the tampon disposal boxes throughout the dorm.
That one
Because
wasn't
people
me.
kept peeing in them.
The tampon box was not me, to my recollection.
That's the important phrase there, to your recollection.
So the
Come to
fridge.
think of it, I think I pissed on a stereo once too. I don't know why. I'm just
Okay, moving on from the piss talk.
Sorry, I'm really rolling through the
Don't
old.
they have like warning signs that show like someone with a stream going with lightning bolts coming off of it?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Explains the scarring.
All right. Well, William, the refrigerator Perry, soon gone, and forgotten. Probably that guy kind of just sucks.
I really hope so. That'll help my team
Yeah,
out quite
that's
a bit.
that would put you in the lead. That would catapult you into the lead with 47 points.
I'm worried that he just came up in the news though because of Buddy Ryan, and not so much because there's any
Right.
really recent developments. But
Yeah.
It could have just been this editor or writer had no idea what to write on his next piece, and he's like, "Hey, the fridge is around." I guess
Well,
haven't heard from him in a while.
obviously we'll keep an eye on it. You know, he's in my thoughts and prayers. So there he is. What do you think? Are we ready to do a little this death in history?
I think we can get on to that.
All right.
All right, so this week, last week we had an oldie. This one's a little bit more recent, a little bit more famous. So this
More famous than Bob Crane, impossible.
much more famous. Well, yeah, I know. to the Hogan's Heroes fans out there, that might come across as sacrilege. So this death, this person was born December 8th, 1936 in Hollywood, California. They died June 3rd, 2009. I'm not going to tell you the location of death because that would give it away. They were an actor and a director. He had 5 wives in his life. 5. That's pretty impressive.
Actor and director.
He attempted to dodge the draft, was not successful, and ended up going into the military in 1960, where he... So, here, one thing. So, if you are not successful in dodging the draft, you should...
I don't want you fighting for my country.
Well,
you're not good enough. You couldn't even successfely dodge the draft.
Exactly.
You couldn't fake an ulcer.
Probably would just end up getting...
Can't drive to Canada.
Can't pretend to be gay for a day.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Fuck you.
How hard is it to not get drafted? Like, all these people... whatever. Go kiss a guy in the fucking... in line. You're out.
Or go the Ted Nugent route. Don't bathe and shit your pants for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of famous draft dodgers.
Yeah. The other ones died.
They didn't get a chance to be famous.
That's the best line in Stripes. Sorry to get off topic here. Is when they're sitting in the recruiting office and they say, "Now, I have to ask this question: are either of you two homosexuals or of the homosexual persuasion?" He goes, "No, not practicing, but we're willing to learn."
Don't they also go flaming?
Flaming? Like flaming?
Yeah.
So he was an attempted draft dodger, but he ended up going into the military, where he ended up working in the entertainment unit. So this is the other thing,
USO bullshit.
Yeah, what? No. You tried not. No, you're going to the front lines if you're fucking pulling that bullshit on the way in, right?
Well, they don't send failures to the front lines.
Yeah. Well, failures don't come back from the front lines. That's how that goes.
Sorry, yeah.
He only served 2 years. He got an honorable discharge after his wife, the then wife, gave birth to his daughter Callista.
Now, what year did this guy die?
This guy died in 2009.
And born in 36?
Yep.
Something?
So that would have made him 73.
Okay.
So after the military, he kept going with the entertainment industry. His first big break was a Broadway part in The Royal Hunt of the Sun. He continued on and off Broadway acting. He was a star in the short-lived TV series Shane. It's like an old Western.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Getting narrowed down a little.
And there was a film in '53, but it was on TV a little bit. Then he co-starred in one of Martin Scorsese's first films, Boxcar Bertha. Anyone have any ideas thus far?
James Garner?
No. All right, so this is where you guys should all get it. His next big move, his most famous role he got in 1972. It's on a TV show that aired until 1975, where without any martial arts experience, he used his background as a dancer from Broadway.
Oh God!
To pitch it.
Do we get an autoerotic asphyxiation? That's amazing.
I figured it was very appropriate considering Anton Yelchin died from nearly the very same thing.
Oh my God!
I think if he had an erection at time of death, that's exactly autoerotic asphyxiation.
Now he died in Thailand.
He did. That's why I didn't tell you why.
I would have had. You're right. I would have had that. Right.
So he died in Bangkok, Thailand.
It's a weird place for a guy in autoerotic asphyxiation to die.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there was a 12-year-old boy helping him. And that day it was like the most scared boy on the planet running away from that hotel room.
12-year-old with a cock and fake boobs.
So he was actually way more prolific than I thought. He was in over 100 films, hundreds of TV appearances. But yes, he's now most famous for being discovered hanging in his hotel room closet with his pants around his ankles. He forgot the lemon wedge, man. He forgot the lemon wedge. Never forget the lemon wedge.
But explain that to David Carradine. Now explain
the lemon wedge.
If you're gonna autoerotically asphyxiate yourself, you got to put a lemon wedge in your mouth. So if you pass out, you bite down, and then the citric acid and juice and sweetness wakes you up enough so you can.
But you don't pass out because you're tired. You pass out because there's not enough oxygen in your brain.
The lemon wedge helps, man. The lemon wedge helps.
I don't know if that.
Couple of autoerotic asphyxiation and cock ring experts at this end of the table. Wow.
So
2009. For some reason, that seems so long ago.
There are pictures of his body hanging in the hotel room, readily available online. You know those.
We post those on Deadpool podcast.
Yeah, those Bangkok, Thailand reporters are.
They're dogged. They're very good at their jobs. Yeah. That's why they're working in Bangkok.
They got it figured out for sure.
They have a corner. All right. So David,
perfect. That was a perfect.
Rest in peace, David Carradine.
Oh, God.
Who else have we lost to autoerotic asphyxiation?
Robin Williams.
I can only think of the INXS singer.
Yeah.
Did they figure that it was autoerotic for him, or did he just kill himself?
No, that was autoerotic asphyxiation.
Maybe he just wanted one last beat off before he died. Like, I feel like no one ever kind of takes that into consideration.
Well, I mean, what's the last thing you'd do before you killed yourself?
Beat off.
Right.
Or
I don't know.
I mean,
eat something that's going to come out messy.
I'm gonna assume that there are a lot more people that have died from autoerotic asphyxiation than we'll ever know.
That's true.
You whitewashed that. That was he hung himself. What percentage of he hung himself suicides are actually autoerotic asphyxiation? You think
90 or so? Yeah.
Almost 100. A little higher.
I mean, to be fair, if you guys ever hang yourselves, I'm just assuming it's autoerotic asphyxiation.
That's not him hanging. That's his autopsy. Oh God, what's that?
I'm showing a picture of him in the coroner's office.
Does he have a fucking tiger?
What's that scar? What's that? He's got a large scar.
That's probably post-autopsy.
Oh wow, that's disturbing to say the least. That's really fucked up.
Wait, that's scar with the stick. Oh.
Now we're seeing a picture of David Carradine hanging from a closet rack.
Not very graphic.
So here's a ranker list of famous people who have died from autoerotic asphyxiation.
Perfect.
Number 1 is David Carradine.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, we all know. Albert Decker, who's a famous actor and was in The Wild Bunch and Dr. Cyclops and The Killers. He died in 1968. Michael Hutchins.
Yeah, from
INXS. Hyde. She was a Japanese singer. Died in 1998.
Whoa, she?
Awesome.
She was clicking her mouse with a rope around her neck.
So like a vibrator, or was she?
I don't know. She was autoerotically asphyxiating herself. Let's see.
It's a two-way street.
Hey, I guess.
Oh wait, no. This is a dude. He just looks like a chick.
Classic Japanese.
Sorry. Stephen Milligan. He was a conservative British politician and journalist. Died in 1994. Von Bode, a cartoonist. He's not fucking famous.
Cartoonists aren't celebrities. Sorry.
Kevin Gilbert. He worked with Madonna, Michael Jackson, Eddie Money. Died in 1996. Yeah, these aren't. Then the last one is someone.
2 tickets to Paris.
So
he's in that. He's in a. Yeah, he is.
František Kotzwara was a composer in the 1700s.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
and he was a favorite of Mark Twain. In 1771, he visited a prostitute and paid her 2 shillings to cut off his testicles. When she declined to do so, he tied a noose around his neck and proceeded to have sex with her until she was dead. He was dead. This is one of the first known instances of autoerotic asphyxiation. God, his descendants must be so proud.
Do you think
this
there's
death in history really hit a new high watermark today?
Took a turn.
Yeah.
Do you think there are like AEA survivor clubs or like addiction clubs?
I don't think you're a survivor. You're just like, I like to put a belt around my neck when I jerk off.
I feel like you survive every
yet.
time you don't die.
I haven't died yet. Yeah. I don't think you
do that. Or I
think that's a pretty good way to think about life.
Is that considered would that be something that requires a support group? AEA survivors?
I mean, I would assume it's just the sex addicts.
I'm looking this up.
While Vario's looking that up,
This might be the worst Google search I've ever done.
Oh, I doubt that.
You'd think so, but
We were just looking at pictures of a dead, naked David Carradine. We're okay.
so
Yeah,
Google.
but here we go. Autoerotic asphyxiation support groups.
God, I hope I found you.
God, delete my internet history. Holy shit.
Just remember your lemon wedge tonight, Vario.
That was one of the most awkward conversations I've ever had. Was in high school. There was a local kid that died from autoerotic asphyxiation. It was big in the news, and my mom coming into my room telling me, "Brayden, I know you masturbate, but if you do, never do it with a belt around your neck. Don't do that." Like, Mom, shut up.
As you slowly push the belt under your bed with your toe.
Could not get out of that conversation fast enough.
Oh my god.
That's where you just physically push her out of your room, right? I think it's okay then.
What was the name of this local kid that died from...
No idea.
All right. That's this death in history.
Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful time. Let's try and brighten the mood up a little here with a little game action, shall we? Braden, what do you think? We play a little Dead or Alive?
I am ready for Dead or Alive trivia if you are.
And this is all autoerotic asphyxiation.
You spoiled the list.
Damn that one.
No, actually, this week's theme is in memoriam of Anton Yelchin. We're going with celebrities who have died in car accidents.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now, before we get started, can we specify?
Wait. That makes Dead or Alive kind of easy if it's just celebrities who have died in car accidents.
Well, the ones that are alive are obviously did not die in car accidents.
Good point.
Are there any race car drivers?
Oh.
Or are we just talking street car deaths?
There are no race car drivers.
Perfect. Good to know. Thank you.
Would it change your strategy?
Oh, fuck yeah. Like I told you, it's burned to death or it's crushed skull.
That is true.
All right, we'll start us off here. We'll go in a clockwise fashion here.
How about we
these.
alternate? So first one, go clockwise, and then we go counterclockwise?
The old snake draft.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Starting us off here, we'll go with legendary comedian Sam Kinison.
We starting with...
Dead or alive, Alex?
Are we saying dead or alive because of the car?
Is the celebrity dead or alive?
He's dead.
He dead.
Correct.
I didn't know it was
Sam
a car wreck. I
Kinison
thought
is
he was
dead.
Oh,
he had a heart attack from coke or something.
He
Head-on
was
collision.
he was a hard-living motherfucker.
Yep.
Yep, died in 1992 at the age of 38. Next up, we have Hall of Famer, NHL Hall of Famer with the Toronto Maple Leafs, founder of the Canadian version of Starbucks, Tim Horton.
Ooh.
I do love a good Tim Hortons. I don't know if you guys ever get a chance.
They're not like Starbucks. They're more like a Baker's Square, though.
Yeah, it's... But
Do they serve pie?
have you ever had their sour cream?
They have donuts instead of pie.
Their sour
they'll
cream
say.
donuts? Oh,
Pass.
money.
Hard pass.
So good.
So you're up there, Bard.
Tim Horton.
Tim Horton. I hear they're coming into Minnesota.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's good to hear, man. I could give them one of those donuts right now.
But I don't know much about anything about the guy. I didn't know he was a real guy, to be honest with you. I'm going to say dead.
I'm going to say alive.
I'm thinking alive.
Tim Horton is dead.
Oh!
1974, actually.
Well, that's classic.
Classic Tim.
For reference, or just as a reminder, I have actually randomized the sequence of these numbers, so I did not try to play any mind games with it. It is completely...
So it's not like every... Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
Next up, we have Glee actor Darren Criss.
The current Glee show?
The show Glee on Fox.
He's alive. I would have heard about that. Alive.
All right, what are we?
Oh my god! I'm sorry. Don't show me that. I'm gonna say dead.
Vario just pulled his penis out.
I wasn't anticipating that many laughs. Now we're talking about a Glee actor?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Doesn't matter. You don't watch the show.
Well, I know it's other people in the show. I don't know that guy. Is that the...
Probably the retard in the wheelchair.
Is he the retard or the gay one? I'll say alive.
Who?
I said alive.
And you said dead?
Yeah.
He is alive.
Boom.
Oh, fuck, man. I'm already
totally would have known about that if he was...
Well, the gay one, Corey Monteith, actually did die.
That's who I thought we were talking about.
He's not the gay one.
I heard Glee, and I just wanted
to... He was dating his co-star Liam Michelle.
Gay on the show.
No, I don't think
gay for pay.
Corey Monteith died in Vancouver
like a
of
heroin overdose or something. Yeah.
It's probably the best way to die.
You probably feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have 80s musician and Rock Me Amadeus singer Falco.
He's not dead. Please tell me he's not dead.
Who are we starting with?
Me. It's me. I'm going to go with alive.
I'm going to keep rolling with dead because I need to make up some ground.
I'm going to go dead because I feel like you would have heard of some sort of tour, like 80s one-hit wonder tour, and you would have been part of it.
You said dead?
I said alive.
He is dead.
Boom.
Damn it.
Dead in 1998.
Making up ground.
Got any more info about that death?
I don't have any other
Something
info.
to do with a car accident, I'm assuming.
You got that one correct, Varg?
Yeah. Was he AEAing while driving?
No.
possible.
Don't drive while autoerotic asphyxiating yourself, people. I know it's a holiday weekend. But
try and take it easy, huh?
Yeah.
Varg, you're leading the pack here with
What's
4.
new?
4 with Geyser and John at 2. After this, we're on to our obligatory wrestler. Sylvester Ritter, also known as the Junkyard Dog.
It's me, yeah. I don't know. When was he active? What years?
Well, he was on Three's Company.
He was in the 90s. He's just a black dude with a chain around his neck.
Ritter, right? You said the name's Ritter?
Black dude with a chain around his neck really nails it down.
That is correct.
Yeah. You don't remember the Junkyard Dog?
Black man with a chain around his neck.
Yep.
I'm going to say dead.
In the 80s.
I'm also going to go dead.
I'm thinking alive. I need the points.
Yeah, you want a contrarian there.
He is dead in 1998 at the age of 45.
Never believe a wrestler is alive.
Yeah, I know.
That's true. It's a good
Don't give them the benefit of the doubt. They're going to be dead.
Next up, we have Dr. Henry Heimlich, founder or creator of the Heimlich maneuver.
Oh, no, he's alive. He just used it for the first time like a week ago or so, I think. I think he's alive. Pretty sure he's alive.
Okay, well.
Thanks for that tidbit.
I'm going to go alive.
Based off that information, I'd kind of be foolish to say dead, so I'm going to say alive.
He is alive. Is that a true story?
Yeah. He used it for the first time, like in like a live scenario.
Huh.
Yeah.
I kind of want the chance to one day give it to someone.
On my grandmother's 70th birthday, my dad had to give it to her at dinner. We were out at I forget what steakhouse. We were out at a steakhouse, and she started choking. My dad was sitting at the opposite end of a long table with like 8 other people at it.
Pushed it over.
No. Like, she starts going like this, and everyone's like freaking out around us. And my dad just
froze.
And my dad just calmly put his utensils down, sauntered over behind her, picked her up out of the thing, and just
broke the fuck out of those
bruised
ribs.
Those ribs really bad, but just... And the steak piece shot out, and my brother caught it in a bread basket.
Bullshit.
No. Fucking awesome.
Bullshit.
Fucking awesome.
That's sitcom world, man.
It was beautiful. It was, and then my dad just walked right back, sat down, and started eating again like nothing fucking happened. Like nothing. Everyone's like, "Oh, thank you, Jeff," and he's just like, "Oh, whatever. I got fucking steak to eat." Like that's what he was doing. He was more focused on the steak.
My dad once gave it to me I was like 6.
Saved your life, huh?
Yeah, choking on a peppermint.
Wow, that's rough.
I was jumping on my sister's bed. That's just good old fashioned fun for a 6-year-old. We were listening to Turtle Ninja Rap by
Vanilla Ice.
Was that playing on Radio Oz?
No, we had the cassette. And
good reference.
Radio Oz. No.
All right, next up on the list here we have country singer C.W. McCall, best known for his song Convoy.
Oh God, the irony is too good. Can I go first?
Yeah.
He's dead.
I'll say dead.
I need the fucking points, so I'm going to say alive.
C.W. McCall is alive at the age of 86.
What the hell, you confident asshole?
The irony is too good. You wrote Convoy and you died in a car accident. There's nothing finer than that. It doesn't get better. That's like writing a song like, I can't remember the fucking guy's name right now, but he wrote the song about a truck full of bananas and then he ended up getting killed by a semi-truck. I hope that's on your list, by the way.
Oh.
I hope that
Toby Keith got killed in a terrorist attack.
The thing about that song Convoy is like for a period there in like the 70s, truckers became really cool and hip rather than the equivalent of fucking carnies like they really are.
That was lot lizards, really their salad days of the lot lizard life.
They made a movie called Convoy, didn't they?
They did.
Was the song for the movie?
What was that movie about?
I don't know.
But there's that, and there's Smokey and the Bandit 1, 2, and 3.
It's about the AIDS epidemic in the 80s.
1, 2, and 3. I think there's a third one, and then there's Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Hero Trucker.
And Over the Top is like an underground kind of semi movie.
But like in reality, if we had real truckers on these, it would just be a meth addict with no teeth, up for 72 hours driving down the freeway.
Either severely underweight or severely overweight.
Yeah.
There's really no middle ground with a trucker.
Exactly.
Question number 8.
Flinging gallon jugs of piss out of their window when they're rolling down the freeway.
Trucker bombs.
Well, do you know why
they're called trucker bombs?
Because truckers piss in jugs and throw them out of their window.
Do you know why they're called bombs?
Because they explode. They explode.
It's because the guys that have to mow the medians on freeways run them over and they explode.
Jesus.
God, can you imagine getting a white trucker bomb?
That was a weird noise to make for that.
You don't want that on the leg.
Yeah.
You say like a gallon full of jizz?
Yeah, it's a jizz bomb.
Question number 8. Oscar-winning actress Brenda Fricker, also known for her work in Home Alone 2 as the Pigeon Lady, and foster mom in Angels in the Outfield.
Yes. Oh my God.
I'm going dead.
I'm pretty sure she shows up at the Moose every day.
Yeah,
so
I'm going
I'm going to say alive.
I'm also going to go alive.
She is alive.
Yes! She's at the Moose every day.
We just saw her last night.
She cashes her paychecks at the Moose.
The Moose is a local bar we frequent. There are some very unfortunate looking people that also frequent this bar.
Sad souls.
Yeah.
Question number 9. Former heavyweight champ Riddick Bowe. Boxing.
Dead.
Yeah, dead.
Alive.
No,
alive. No, you locked in your answer. You locked in your answer.
And alive.
You locked in your answer.
He is alive at the age of 48.
Why can't I backtrack? Why not?
Because the whole point of us doing the snake draft is so you're not influenced by other people's ansers. So once you answer, it's got to be over.
What did John
already have?
I'm always influenced.
Wait, what did John say?
He said.
I said dead.
I
already have this locked.
Bullshit.
Here's the deal: if you're a wrestler or a boxer, I'm pretty sure you're dead.
Except for him, who
Is
happens to be
obviously
alive.
Yeah, but I would still question Braden on that.
And last but not least...
Oh, I already won this. Fuck you.
Famous economist, known for his game theory work, the Nash equilibrium, Portrayed in a Beautiful Mind, John Nash.
Yeah, dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
He is dead, but only died in 2015.
Really?
Yes.
Did that? I don't remember news stories about that.
I kind of do.
Was he like 89?
John Nash was 86 at the time of his death. So
It's crazy that he still saw like his hallucinations, just like hanging out, looking lonely on the bench at his Nobel Peace Prize thing. I mean, I would fucking start talking to him once I retired. What's the word?
It would have been way cooler if the things he was saying were actually real and he was just like an awesome like code cracker.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting. The other shit,
Like if he
just
found
sad.
some crazy conspiracy in the news.
Whenever I hear about someone like that, though, I'm always intrigued to think that they might be right and we just might all be missing it.
Well, it's the Illuminati.
Okay?
The schizophrenia had something to do with it.
Well, they made him think he was crazy. The Illuminati did.
Was he schizophrenic? That was his diagnosis?
They made him think that he was schizophrenic, but he was almost on to the Illuminati.
Okay.
See, that seems more right.
Maybe they kind of microdosed him with LSD every day.
Yeah.
It must be a weird spot, though, to see like a guy in a suit from the 50s every day and just think like
I bet the styles change with time. Otherwise, it'd be a really shitty hallucination that's like
one day he
attempting
shows
to really make you think it's real.
One day he shows up in a tie-dye tee with some Zubas on.
Yeah.
Did he go ass to ass with Jennifer Connelly in that movie?
No,
I think you're thinking of. I think you're thinking of Requiem for a Dream.
nasty. Jennifer Connelly was in that though.
Yeah, she was in the ass to ass. She was in the ass to ass scene.
But she was in A Beautiful Mind as well.
Yeah,
She's
a good looking lady.
That's a nice looking lady.
Good face.
Solid face.
Oh, what was the name of the black dude in that who paid for the ass to ass? You know, he's in like a bunch
Marlon Wayans?
Nope.
No, didn't he just pay
It was
for
the
a
older
blowjob?
black guy who was in like
Marlon Wayans is in that movie.
He is, but the guy who like
Is he?
Yeah.
He goes to jail.
Isn't he like friends with Jared Leto?
he goes to jail.
that's a movie
Jared
you've
Leto
seen
loses
once.
That's
his arm.
that's why you shouldn't go to the South.
Oh, it's one of many reasons, I think.
Let's wrap up Dead or Alive trivia by just saying, Vario, you have won with 8 points. John and Geyser, you guys are both at 6 points. That puts you at career
That's
wins
2 in a row. 2 in a row.
2. Everyone else, that's still at 0.
Undefeated.
Well, you know.
Undefeated.
There was a
Totally up
tiebreaker.
top.
What was the tiebreaker?
So I was going to go away from Dead or Alive for the tiebreaker, but the tiebreaker was going to be how old was Princess Diana when she died?
Oh,
43.
40. Oh, shit. You took my answer. You know what? 42.
If you go 44, you have to.
Yeah, that's.
Any
Or
guesses?
41.
I'm trying to think of a good Princess Diana joke right now. I hear.
She was 36 when she
Holy
died.
shit!
Damn. Oh, that sucks.
Back to John Nash. That's a rough way to die. You make it to 86 and you die in a car accident. He was riding in a cab.
Yeah.
Especially cab.
Yeah.
Because that's somebody else's fault. Maybe 2 other people's fault. The other driver and then...
Yeah.
Driving home from winning an award, nonetheless.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, he came back
AVN
from
award.
Norway getting the Abel Prize,
What?
and the cab struck a guardrail, and he was ejected.
Shit.
Wear your seatbelts, people.
Well, a lot of times in cabs you can't.
Is that true?
In like yellow cabs? I don't
How's
know
that
if
legal?
How is it legal when you get arrested?
Yeah,
The
buses
police-
don't make sense either.
How is it legal that the police don't have to put a seatbelt on you when you get arrested?
I agree.
For anyone here that's been arrested. Everybody spent some time in
I'm
the
sure
clink, right?
90% of the audience has.
Yeah, I'm sure about
If you're
that.
listening to a Deadpool podcast.
God, I can't think of any Princess Diana jokes. Jesus, what's wrong with me right
Well,
now?
there's the simple one. What did Pink Floyd and Princess Diana have in common?
They're all over the wall.
Their biggest hit was The Wall.
Well, there's one about her head going into a dashboard. Like you can't clean out
What
the
was
dash.
the last thing that went through her head?
The dashboard. Yeah, okay, that might be it.
That's all right.
Yeah. I remember where I was when Princess Di died.
I was at my cabin.
Yeah. I didn't know why it was a big fucking deal.
No, me neither. Braden's parents were over at my house.
Yeah. Celebrating?
Yeah, having a powwow. we were having a little hoedown in the backyard.
Yeah. Cool.
Rest in peace.
Dead or alive.
Hey, you know what? We got a great Beanie Baby out of it, though.
Was it named Princess?
It was like, I think, was it just like Princess Di?
I think it was Princess.
Oh
It was a teddy bear, right?
Yeah, it was like a purple one. And people are still trying to sell them on eBay for like $1,000. Like, buy it now, $1,000. But then there's actual bids that are like $30.
If you'd have gotten in on the Beanie Baby craze like early,
You had to get
got
in
on
and
the
out.
peak,
Yeah.
Well,
Like
I
a
think
year.
that's
You
the
have like
general rule of all investing. If you buy in at a low point and then sell at its peak, you're gonna do fucking awesome.
The thing with Beanie Babies and other like
just so hard
collectibles
to
that are
market
being
time.
made, nothing that is currently being made is a collectible. They does not exist.
There are things being made that are collectibles. You just don't know what
Yeah.
it is.
Well, yeah,
Because it
but
has
like-
to be something that's scarce enough
Yeah.
that in the future,
Like
it
a
can be
first gen
collectible.
iPod,
Okay, you hipster fuck.
that'll be worth a good amount.
Alpha Black Lotus.
Boom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Shit
why
that.
like baseball cards aren't worth anything from like the '90s because they became too popular
Yeah.
and too many collectors got involved with it.
And now all cards are collectible, so it's like
And then OJ jumped back in the game trying to get all his collectibles and
and he introduced me to the Pog World, which I thought was his slammers were going to be worth a lot of money.
oh jeez.
They probably actually are. I bet.
I wish I still had it.
Yeah, you can probably sell that for $50.
I think I had a Pog that had
Oh, yeah.
that had
was
a,
like a chain
black
runaway?
caricature in an electric chair, and it said "crank up the juice" on it.
God, the Pog OJ memes were great.
Oh my
the original
God.
meme.
Pogs were great.
That's a great dead toy.
Who would the equivalent athlete today be? Would it be Peyton Manning? Would we have to find out that Peyton
No.
Manning killed his wife and her lover?
Or put his nutsack on a trainer's face.
Well, that's
I
allegedly.
don't think that's. It's just,
I mean, who would it
Hijinks.
be?
So what do you need, an actor
LeBron?
and athlete?
yeah, he kind of has to
It would-
have crossover appeal.
I think LeBron's a little too big, but
He's
yeah,
too big. Yeah.
yeah.
So- or like maybe Michael. No, Jordan's too big.
I think like if you found out that Marshawn Lynch did it, or like Dwayne Wade, because Dwayne Wade's like a half tier down.
Those guys are too big, or too
Really?
They're not big enough. I mean,
It has to be like one of the top most like Tiger Woods. If we find out Tiger Woods
That's too
murdered
big.
Elin Nordigan
That's too
and
big.
her new husband,
That's pretty big.
where's the athlete sweet spot here
Yeah.
for the new OJ?
We're missing it right now.
Missing the mark.
Keep plugging along though. Let's brainstorm this.
Shit.
I don't know. Like
Fucking A-Rod?
like Maurer.
A-Rod could do it.
A-Rod?
We would hope it was
Like,
Joe
I'm trying to
Mauer.
go big market though. 'Cause
about
that
like
was kind of
Shaq?
the thing.
Shaq's. Yeah.
Well, I
No,
guess
Shaq was too good.
it should
Like,
be. It should be someone retired though. It shouldn't be a current player.
Derek Jeter.
Well,
Derek Jeter's a good.
No, Derek Jeter's too big. He's New York baseball like that.
Well, yeah. I
and he
mean,
doesn't have any crossover. When I
Yeah.
think of O.J. Simpson, you think of someone who is big beyond
Like
Shaq
football.
works in that respect, but I think he was better than
Charles
better at
Barkley.
Well, with
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, but Dennis
That
Rodman
wouldn't
would be
shock anyone.
surprising.
well, as soon as Adrian Peterson retired, I think
and
it's
if he
him,
did
but
it,
no
he
one
would
be
just go to
shocked.
North Korea. He'd fly to North
But he's
Korea and
not-
live the rest of his days there.
Yeah, AP would not have a career in the media. He's functionally retarded. He's the Emmitt Smith of running backs.
That's true. And he also wouldn't kill his wife. It'd probably be one of his children.
That is true.
I think Charles Barkley is probably pretty close.
Barkley's actually a good one.
But see, was OJ like beloved though? Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Like,
yes, he was. Fucking
There's that
Okay,
old
'cause-
commercial of him like running from the cops through the airport that everyone really liked. Or just running through the airport,
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
rent a car. I don't know, one
Yeah,
of those.
yeah.
Steal a car.
Hertz or something.
Maybe, yeah.
I'd say that's fair because Barkley was never like the best, but he was pretty goddamn good.
And he had like a couple.
But
He's going to
OJ
be in
at
the
one
Hall
point
of Fame.
was the best.
Yeah, I know.
But he was like great for like 2 years,
Yeah,
and then like he was good for the rest.
And
I'm gonna go Steve Nash.
not a lot of.
Or Chris Benoit. It's probably Chris Benoit.
Is he doing okay? Have we figured out what he's up to? Big ups to you. If you're listening, Chris, big ups to you.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Any hockey players you kind of put on?
No.
I think you know my feelings on that.
Sidney Crosby, maybe. Gretzky. If Gretzky did it, it'd probably
that's way bigger. Gretzky's.
You think Gretzky is way bigger than OJ?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. At the time, no. Gretzky is.
He's the best hockey player to have ever played.
I guarantee that more people in 1993 would recognize O.J. Simpson than people today would recognize Wayne Gretzky. Like, O.J. was a way bigger star in 93 than Gretzky is today.
I'm gonna agree with that statement only because not a ton of people watch hockey until like the last 15 years.
And a ton of people still don't watch hockey.
It's still not an appropriate comparison because he's the best of all time. It's still like seeing a Jordan doing it.
Mario Lemieux, maybe?
Or no,
Yager?
Yeah, Yager's still busy banging.
God, Yager's might be my favorite athlete of all time.
Maybe race car driver Tony Stewart, but I mean he would probably just
that wouldn't shock you though. Yeah, because he killed the guy.
Yeah, because he would just run him over his car and say it was an accident.
Yeah, that guy killed the guy on track.
It was pretty. Have you seen the video?
Oh yeah.
Just why are you out of your fucking car?
That is dumb, man.
You're dumb as shit. He went running towards his car.
He chased.
He was trying to fight him, right?
He's trying to fight a moving car.
He wanted to fight Tony Stewart, though.
Yeah.
Can we put video of this on DeadpoolPodcast.com?
We'll put a GIF up of it.
Okay, GIF. GIFs are way better than videos.
Only if you put text over it, like a Batman style. Pow, bang, boom.
He goes flying. He really gets some air.
Rip.
All right.
Well, good victory by me.
Yeah, classic. You're great.
Best luck to you.
You're terrific.
Luck to you, fellas. Next time.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Spoiler alert. If you don't want to know who's going to die in the next 2 weeks, turn your podcast off now.
Or just keep listening.
Yeah,
but
we're probably going to be wrong. Yeah.
Let's get her started, Braden. What are you thinking, buddy?
Who's the guy that played Goldberg in the Mighty Ducks?
That's a good one.
I'm going with him.
Unless he lost weight.
I bet he ballooned up.
Yeah.
Do we have any names on that?
I have no idea. I'm looking it up now.
I mean, I'll accept Goldberg, I guess.
I'm okay with that.
Sean Weiss.
Oh, a Jew.
No, he looks good now.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that was a terrible pick, Braden.
Oh, have you heard about him recently?
Good for a formerly obese person.
Yeah.
Because they always have stretched out skin and look weird.
He just had baby fat.
Yeah, just like the guy who played Billy Bob in Varsity Blues. He lost a lot of weight and turned out pretty well for him.
That worked.
See, we forgot his name already. What do you think, guys?
I'm going to go with Kel Mitchell.
What?
Whoa.
Why?
So, relatively recently...
Asshole.
Well, so what's his face? Kenan Thompson was on Mark Maron's podcast several weeks ago. They touched on his relationship with Kel. Didn't seem like it was that great. Didn't really allude to anything or didn't really go into detail, but it sounded like Kel might not be doing so well. Plus, what have you fucking seen Kel Mitchell in the last decade and a half?
He really missed the mark with Fanta.
Good burger.
Fanta.
Good burger, too.
He really could have been a celebrity endorser.
I'm assuming he probably
ambassador is better.
I'm assuming he weighs around 300 pounds, rolls around in a Hummer, and pisses himself because he's too fucking lazy to get up.
Speaking of that, it's going to bring me to my spoiler alert because I'm going with the fridge.
All right, wait, back to the Kel Mitchell reference. I was listening to the Corolla podcast where they were talking about with Steve-O.
Yeah.
And he said that the reason why they haven't made a Jackass 4 yet is because there are some people on the show that aren't doing well, that they couldn't get back together. So it was kind of a hint, but he didn't say names. I mean, he might be referencing Bam.
I was going to say, does anyone think it's not Bam Margera?
Well,
or Chris Pontius.
Preston Lacey could be.
Preston Lacey. That guy.
Or Rake Yon.
Oh, shit.
Aaron McGarry.
There's a lot of untapped Jackass talent.
And this is Wee Man.
Ooh.
going back to last week, the midget or
north-south, man.
Yeah, the north-south conversation.
What's his name, like Jason Acuna or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a pick.
That is a pick.
That's a guy.
You can't pick any jackass actors now, Varge.
No! Wait, why?
Because I gave you a hint.
Oh.
No, I like the wee man.
Kel Mitchell looks great. Well, that's a 2007 pick. But
Yeah, a lot can happen in 9 years.
He's a motivational speaker.
That means he must be doing really well. Welcome to my speech, home of the speech. Can I make you happy?
He's a converted Christian? What was he born as?
Muslim.
That's what would be my guess.
Oh, no, I mean, it's probably born again now or something. So maybe that was a terrible pick. Whatever, I'm sticking with it. Kel Mitchell, he's dying soon.
Okay.
Varge, what do you got?
It's a bold pick. So I'm gonna go safe. Go with the older generation.
It looks like you're picking someone from the ranker list of dead celebrities who are going to die soon.
That's literally what I'm doing right now. So first off, can we clarify what the rules are for this segment? So this is going to affect the actual Deadpool standings, correct? The Death Pool standings.
Correct.
The points got.
Yep.
So how are we doing that? We're going to do half the actor's age?
No, half of the points they would have been
Okay,
worth.
right. Okay, gotcha.
So Kel Mitchell is like a 30
So if
point
we
pick.
hit on any of these spoiler alerts, which, by the way, they're spoilers. These are going to happen.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. We will get half the points.
Correct.
Regardless whether or not they're on our team. The one rule is you cannot select players on your team to get double points. Or 1.5 times.
That's why I dipped into somebody else's team.
Right. It's a good hedge.
Ooh, it is a good hedge.
Right?
Can I change my pick?
No.
Speaking of hedges, I'm going with George H.W. Bush.
I've been sniped twice here.
Oh, I like it.
I would love to change my pick if that's possible. Can I change my
You
pick?
cannot.
Nope, it's locked in.
Set in stone.
That's what I'm going with Bush. He's old, but although he's a president, so he has a cure for cancer, I still think, might happen. Car accident?
No cure for a heart attack.
That's
No,
true.
he looks fucking terrible. He's like, there's a picture of him with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders or the Houston Texan cheerleaders, where he's like wheelchair bound and like smiling like a retard.
Well, yeah, he hardly makes any public appearances anymore. Even when Jeb was campaigning, only Barbara would go out.
Yep, that's because he was like smiling like a retard. Where is he? I'm looking for that picture. I mean, this one's close enough.
So we are currently looking at a picture of George H.W.
In a neck
Bush
brace.
In a neck brace, and what is he wearing? A kimono? Oh no, it's just a yellow button up. It just looks like one because the collar's so flipped. Who puts their neck brace on under their collared shirt? He's giving 2 thumbs up though, so I think he's doing all right.
That's the universal sign for everything's going okay. So
Let's see here.
maybe I'm going to regret that pick.
Here's another good one.
Oh, that's where Barbara's.
Oh, he doesn't have a neck. I see. That's why I need to prop his head up.
Get a nectoplasty. So it's all the rage among former politicians.
So yeah, Bush, dead. You heard it here first. DeadpoolPodcast.com.
So it's a threat against a president.
I'm not saying that. No, it's a former president.
Yeah, it's not fine. It's fine then.
It's fine.
You think it is? Is it okay?
Yeah.
I'll tread lightly
You're
here.
getting into dangerous territory.
If one would threaten an ex-president, is it as severe as threatening the current sitting president?
Let's find out. we get
What do you think? No one's got balls enough to jump into this conversation.
I think it's probably the same. They still have Secret Service assigned to
They
them.
do.
They're still referred to as Mr. President. So
They do.
Which is total bullshit.
Well, no, I think that's fine. You know what's bullshit is, chef. The chef title, the coach title. I'm not calling you coach or chef. Sorry.
I was watching Coach Carter the other night, and I was really jealous of people that had titles for their jobs.
I feel like doctor, fine.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, until you fall down a flight of steps, have a concussion, and go to a doctor who's younger than you, and then you just call him Joe.
That's always that's a fucking point in our age where that's starting to happen.
Listen here, Joe. I don't need the chit chat. I need you to get me to the CT scan so we can find out how I'm bleeding inside my dome.
The last time I was at
And
the
that
doctor,
fucking Dilaudid.
Get it rolling here.
like, last time I was at the doctor, he goes, for a guy your age, I was 29. The kid was like 25, 26. This is something about smoking and it not being good for you. Fuck that noise.
What does he know? He's only 25.
Yeah. God.
Have you smoked that long? No? Don't want to hear it?
Exactly. You don't know what's going inside my body. Fucking witch.
Oh, MDs.
Yeah.
I tell you.
Has everyone made their picks here for spoiler alert?
The picks are in.
Good?
Spoiler alerts
All right.
are out.
Locked.
Does producer Kyle have any picks?
And let's throw his head in the ring.
yeah. Let's see if he can do it.
I don't know any celebrities. I don't know.
He's got nothing at the tip of his tongue there.
No.
All right. Oh, if it is an odd aged person,
Roundup.
aged roundup.
Well, you know. No, I do got to pick. Trump.
Only if he gets elected will he die.
No. He's if he dies of an assassination attempt, it's going to be before he gets into office.
You think so? There was a
Also, Kyle
This election or any future election.
Kyle has a lot of guns.
Kyle gets to delegate his points to whoever in the group he wants, by the way.
Oh.
I don't know about that.
Well, what do we think, boys?
I don't think we round up on that. I think we just give a half point.
Okay, tiebreaker. That could be a tiebreaker.
0.5.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Okay, I'm good with that. Oh, I should have done Carol Channing. Fuck.
I should have done Steve Gleason.
That cunt's gonna die. Who was she? Who is she?
She was a female comedian. You know, not funny.
Just slept with a lot of comedians.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what female comedians are? If I'm hearing this correctly?
I like that her Wikipedia. Is that a drawing as her Wikipedia picture?
It might as well be. Holy Lord.
I think it's a charcoal painting.
She is 95 right now.
Yeah.
Married 4 times. Oh, 2 of those marriages were the death of her husband. They ended in the death
interesting.
of her husband. Black Widow?
Do you
Carol
really want
Black Widow Channing?
Do you really want to be the third? Right? Like, oh yeah, my first 2 husbands died while we were on cruises. They fell off the ship. I love you though. Did you finish your will yet?
She was last married at the age of 82.
How young was the guy?
I don't know. There's no Wikipedia for him. He's probably a financier, though. Cooligian was the last name. What is that?
Armenian?
Turkish? Yeah, Armenian.
He's probably a young guy. Pool boy.
Trying to marry into money.
Yeah.
That fucking failed.
Yeah,
13 years later.
Yeah. Well, he didn't know he was getting into a relationship with the Black Widow.
Yeah. All right.
Well, here's an interesting tidbit before we wrap up about Cheryl Canning.
Cheryl Canning.
Cheryl Canning.
There's that aneurysm sneaking in.
What's her name now? Carol Channing. Carol Channing's
Early
paternal
onset
grandmother had moved with George, I don't know who that is, Grandpa, to Providence, Rhode Island for his opportunities. Channing learned she was part Negro when she was 16.
Is that how it's
That
written?
says?
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Part Negro.
That's Wikipedia?
Part Negro is in quotes.
So she would throw around the Negro word.
She said part Negro at some point. That's amazing.
Her mother told her because now that her daughter was going off to college, she didn't want her to be surprised if she had a black baby.
What?
Channing's mother's family was of German descent.
I don't think they understand biology. I don't think all this.
That's the truly recessive gene.
Yeah. All of a sudden you have a purple person come out of your fucking vagina. I don't think that's how it works.
But it'd be awesome if it did.
You couldn't tell if it's dead or just part black. That's some hot dead baby talk.
That's a good time had by all here, guys. That's going to do it for the Deadpool podcast, coming at you from South Minneapolis. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks.
All the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm I've ever done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you.